Everyone, welcome back to my live. If you are joining me first time, my name is Ricky and I am the Peaceful Investor and this is my YouTube channel. On this channel, I talk about the stock market, my investment thesis, my future outlook for the stock market and my portfolio update and what I'm looking in the long run. Remember, all the content here is only for educational purpose and not a financial advice. And I don't really provide any financial advice here. So it's just my education, my knowledge that I share. Um, so yeah, with my expertise, I have been in the stock market for like 4 years and been investing since 2022 an annualized return of 25%. So this live is more about discussion and answering the questions. It doesn't matter how beginner or advanced investor you are. So if you haven't checked my content yet, make sure watch some videos and shorts. I always provide my deep down research so everybody can get benefit from that. So that being said, so let's get started with the stock market update. So yesterday was long weekend, so market was closed. The last day of the week was Thursday, and the market was pretty green. So it was red day before when the Fed meeting was there, and after the Fed sounded very hawkish, and they are saying their future decisions will be data dependent, and they said they are not looking to reduce any rates anytime soon, but on the contrary, they might have to increase the rates if CPI numbers won't come down. The CPI numbers, which was quite high, 4.2%, because of the energy prices, and it's now the US-Iran deal has been done. They are about to sign an agreement, and hopefully this time it's gonna be concrete. So I'm guessing that from next year, we will see the CPI numbers will come down. And there is always a lag in data. And if you see today the oil price, it's under $75. So if it stays at this level or go down a little bit in the future, so it's gonna take 2 to 3 months. We will see the numbers will show in the data. So when we would see the next CPI numbers, it's gonna slowly affect those numbers. And that's being said, and I am hopeful for the long term in the stock market that yes, we are in a raging bull market and all the capex that's going towards the AI infrastructure, it's not going slow anytime soon. Of course, there can be a pullback, which is normal in the stock market. And for that, we all have to be prepared. The good strategy is just keep some dry powder on the sideline if the market drops, so you can buy your favorite companies on discount. And apart from that, let's talk about my portfolio. So I got the list here. So, so in this way, I want to be transparent what I'm holding, what I'm buying, and what I'm selling. So let me quickly grab it. So by the way, I'm using the tablet, so I won't um, say something wrong, which is not right. So that's the whole point, keeping the numbers front of me. Okay, so if I quickly tell you about my portfolio, so as of today, so I have total 23 companies in my portfolio. So I have biggest position in Broadcom, second biggest position in Applied Optoelectronics, Lumentum Holdings, Credo Technology, Microsoft, Zeta, Flex Limited, HPE, Warrior Metcoal, CoreWeave, Meta Platforms, Micron Technology, Reddit, Amazon, Eli Lilly, Alpha Metallurgical Resources, Irene, Celsius, Dell Technologies, Nokia, AppLovin, SanDisk, Kioxia. And I have 9% cash sitting on the sideline. So that's my strategy. I normally keep some cash because stock market is unpredictable. You never know when you're gonna need the cash to buy the stocks, you know. So yeah, so that's my portfolio, and this is the latest one. So if you miss it, um, this live and you couldn't get any name, that's all right because I have a visual content available on my YouTube short and I posted in fact yesterday. If you see, you will see the whole list of stocks that I'm holding with the percentage wise weightage. And by the way, I always update my portfolio week after week. Whenever I sell or buy any stock, I always let the community know. So that's how I do it. And after that, I want to speak about the earnings of a company which I'm very bullish in the future 3 years. This company is called Applied Optoelectronics. They recently, 2 3 weeks ago, announced their Q1 2026 earnings. So I got the numbers here. So let me quickly explain the this quarter numbers, and after I will explain why I'm bullish with this company. So Applied Optoelectronics, how they make money? So they make high-speed optical networking products. These products move huge amount of data internet provides and telecom network. As AI data centers get bigger, they need more optical connection. So that's where AAOI or Applied Optoelectronics sell their products. So basically, they help in the connectivity solution. So remember, so if data can't move fast enough, we cannot get the desired results. So that's where Applied Optoelectronics supply the products. And in the revenue side, in this quarter, the revenue was $151 million, which is 51% up year over year. And the biggest growth driver was data center segment. The data center revenue came from 32 million to 81 million, so which is almost 25% high compared to last quarter. And the gross profit increased from 30.5 million to 43.9 million, which is up 44%. The gross margin was 29.1% compared to 36.6% last year. So even though revenue grew strongly, the margins were slightly lower. Operating expenses increased from 13.9 million to 56.9 million, which is up 44% year over year. And company continued investing in engineering, product development, manufacturing capacity, and AI programs. Operating loss was 13 million compared to an operating loss of 8.9 million last year. The net loss was 14.3 million compared to net loss of 9.2 million last year. So EPS came in at negative 19 cents compared to negative 18 cents last year. So looking at the balance sheet, the company has a pristine balance sheet as of today. They got 440 million in cash and cash equivalents compared to 67 million a year ago. And that gives AAOI significant financial flexibility to expand production and future growth. Data center demand remains extremely strong, and management guided Q2 revenue to a range of 180 million to 198 million. If you compare from the last year, it's 100% up. If you compare from the last quarter, it's gonna be 25% up. So company is guiding for strong revenue growth in the next quarter. And some key highlights from the management commentary, because I heard their transcript um, very diligently and I want to give you my input. So the gross margin declined mainly because of the product mix, with data center product becoming a large percentage of revenue. So remember, in the segment wise, so their data center revenue is getting more than 50%. When that side of revenue is going up, that's why company is saying the gross profit was not that much. So what company is trying to do? They're trying to get more contracts from the hyperscalers and the big companies. So they are not paying much attention towards the gross profit for now. Slowly, they said when they have the volumes, then gross profit will go up as well. Company is investing heavily in the future growth, including engineering, manufacturing expansion, and AI networking products. They are not fully profitable yet because operating expenses are still higher than the gross profit. Operating cash flow remains under pressure because of the inventory and account receivables increase significantly to support rapid growth. Management believes current investment positions the company for a larger AI related revenue opportunities in the future. So, overall demand is clearly accelerating, especially in the data center segment. The biggest question for investor is whether AAOI can convert this strong revenue growth into the higher margins and positive earnings. So, with that being said, as of today, the stock price of AAOI is trading at around 169 million. So let me double check if it finished higher or less. Okay, it's taking a little bit time. Let me check my connection. Okay, yeah. So yeah, so stock is trading at $161. And by the way, if you follow the technicals, then it is sitting at a strong support. And so if you see the valuation of the stock, so the EPS growth that analysts are expecting for next 3 years, let me tell you the EPS and EPS growth, and then I will let you know how many times of earnings this company is trading for now. So in 2026, end of 2026, so Applied Optoelectronics is expected to grow earnings by $1. Remember now it's in negative, so it will be profitable in end of 2027, they are expected to grow EPS $5.73. If you compare with 2026 EPS, then it's jump of 450%, so which is extremely high growth. In the end of fiscal year 2028, they are expected to put $11.60 on the table, which would be 102% increase compared to 2027 numbers. So it clearly tells so company will not only gonna be profitable, but the profit will be skyrocketing in next 3 years. So remember that this quarter, which they posted, it was Q1 2026. So they have got 3 more years to go on this growth path because the AI infrastructure needs a lot of connectivity solutions. They need a lot of networking hardwares and servers. So that's where this company is will be generating money. So if you see the competitors, so Lumentum, Credo Technology, Marvels, they are already there in the market. And with the price to earn ratio, if you calculate with this year, then it's trading at 169 times of earnings. So PE forward 2026 is 169, which is quite high. And if you calculate with the number in fiscal year 2027, it's 29 times. So remember, because they are getting 450% growth from 2025 to 2020, sorry, 2026 to 2027. So the PE ratio has compressed. And in the 2028, it's trading at 14 times forward earnings. So this company, I think, gonna get good tailwind from the demand from AI and the data center capex investments. They have got the contracts from the hyperscalers, and And the technically, if you see, the stock is sitting at 169, 161. So that's the range that the stock price is bouncing back again. And so when it hit $170, that's where I started building my position into it. So as of today, I think I have invested like 6 or 7% of my portfolio, which is 2% higher, which I normally invest, because as per my strategy, I invest not invest more than 5% in a single company, because I have to have at least 20 stocks in a one go, and because I believe in diversification. So the reason is, if the one company goes under, at least rest of my capital is good. But this company, I'm a little bit more exposed, and it is a high risk, high reward, which I'm totally aware of. So how I'm going to play this in the future? So I, with the valuation, with the fundamental investor, I'm also a guy which pay attention to the charts. So I invest in the companies which are in the uptrend, not downtrend. They are trading above their 200-day moving average. So if it's below 200-day moving average, so I try not to get in that trade. If otherwise, like if I have a high conviction in the company, then it's a different story. So with this, like, so I have seen that as high as it goes, if I can tell you. So let me connect my um, tablets, because seems like it's playing up. By the way, this, so coming online and speaking everybody with live, I'm still new. I'm still learning. So hopefully I will get better. Sorry, guys. Yeah, looks like I'm connected. And yes, so I got the price chart front of me. So the all-time high that company has made was $233, and now it's trading at $161. So which is almost like 20-25% down, or could be more, from the highs. And if you see closely, so the support zone that company has is about $161. So this is the point when the price is bouncing back and going up again. So this this window that company is coming down and going up, it has been going on for quite, I think, 7 to 8 weeks. So basically it's consolidating here. So what does it mean? So it is waiting for the next earning. So I don't see it can go up before the next quarterly earnings. So which would be on 30th of July. So yeah, so they will be announcing their Q2 2026 financial results. So after that, the Wall Street will decide whether to put more money into this stock, or sell more, or keep it at the same level. And how I'm going to do this? So I already, as I told you, that I already got 7% invested in this company. So as long as it's sitting at this support zone, I'm just gonna keep my trade open. If it starts going up, well and good. So I will enjoy the underlies profits. If it break this support and started going down with a huge volume, so that would be a signal for me to trim my position. But I'm not going to sell it, because I think this company has growth in the future, so I will stick to it. It's a high reward, high risk, high reward bet for me, and I want to stick with it. So The next major support zone would be at $130. So that is the price. I'm guessing that this stock will bottom, and I will add all the shares again. I buy all the shares again, which I sold before. So yes, that's how I'm going to play this. So how I normally do it, I actively manage my portfolio. So if you don't know, I live in Auckland, New Zealand. So for me, I have to wake up 4 in the morning, and I keep an eye on the stock market, keep an eye on the portfolio. So at 8 in the morning, so market closes for me because of the time difference. And in this 3 4 hours, I actively manage my portfolio. I see what's happening, and that's how I just sell and buy. So because I am heavily invested in the AI space, so and most of the stocks it's very high risky. So that's why I have to be active with that. Of course, if I have a high beta names in my portfolio, that that is I think is a best strategy for me because that's how I can grow my investment faster compared to any other portfolio. And remember, on this channel, I don't provide any financial advice. I just share my views. And with this AI build, I don't think um, that growth is going to slow down anytime soon. With Because this is a generational opportunity for everybody to make serious money. So I believe in this next 5 years, so you can generate a great wealth from the stock market. So all you have to do is pay attention, what's happening, read more, learn more about the companies, and listen to good people and think like what works behind the scenes, because when you use chat gpt or gemini, we all use it, we get the quick response. We ask something, and mr chat gpt give us reply in a very short time. So we need to understand, to getting the right response to us, there are a lot of picks and shovels are working behind that scene. So if you find the companies, they are supplying all the infrastructure support to the hyperscalers, to the big companies, which has a cloud business, then definitely you can beat the market returns. And if you want to copy my portfolio, I don't have any problem. So my portfolio is uploaded on YouTube and other social media apps that I normally use. But make sure to understand the company first before you invest, because if I am investing my hard earned money, because I have a conviction, I have read about the companies, and I am totally aware of the risk associated with those investments. But for you, like, you know how much risk you can take and how much return you are expecting from the stock market, so according to that you can do it. By the way, so I'm very transparent, and this YouTube channel is new, and the only reason I started coming live and started making videos, because I think I got so much benefit from the stock market and I generated good returns. So this is my way of giving back to the community. So I love love to share what I know and what I learned. So others, they don't make the same mistake. They can learn a little bit from me, and I can also learn from them. And as I said earlier, I don't really do any financial advice over here. So all I do is just publicly available for everyone. If you um, need my input on anything, I'm available. So in the comments, if you wanna ask anything, I'm happy to answer. For some reason, I'm not able to see the comments. Okay, so let me see if it appears like this. I'm still new coming live and filming myself, so my apologies if it's distracting for you. But yeah, I think I got it. Okay. Okay, so well, as far as I can't see any comments so far, so I'm guessing you all are very experienced and you know what you're doing in the stock market, which is I'm very happy. So yes. So again, as I said, this is something very new experience for me, and I'm learning as I go. So my whole plan is to get retired one day. Um, with the help of my portfolio. So I am planning for next 7 years at least to be financially free. So and with this AI infrastructure build, I believe I will get there. So yes, of course, it's a hard work. I need a discipline. I have to stick to my plan. So that's what I'm trying. So I'm not trying to be driven with my emotions, which is greed and fear. So I try to stay with the numbers. I try to stay with the strong fundamentals of the company. And yeah, so I always start small and slowly I build my position into a stock. And I don't sell it as long as company is delivering on their fundamentals. Company's revenue is going up, their profits are increasing, they are producing good free cash flow. So I keep an eye on every quarter by quarter. So I dig deep, sit down, and understand what happened in this quarter. So if I see, okay, so this company is doing good, so I increase my position or I let it run. The moment I see that something red is appearing, so now the growth is slowing and the competition is taking the market share or any negativity in the fundamentals, not the sentiments, but in the numbers, then that's the time I start consider to sell my shares. Remember, I don't mind trimming and taking some profits. The reason behind the volatility in the stock market, because if the stock market goes down, I need to have enough money so I can buy back again. So yeah, so that's my way of investing. So I would love to listen from you how you invest. What's your investment style? Um, so yeah, so are you a beginner or do you consider yourself experienced investor? So yeah, I would love to see some comments regarding that. And so, if you are watching me live right now, or you will watch it after, so do me a favor, please go through few shorts in the videos. Well, don't go for the videos, just the shorts because I'm more focused on the shorts because I have a very limited time. So because with the shorts, I quickly just turn into a good photo so everybody can see visually what I have researched and what I think about a particular company. So that research only to give you more value to your investing journey. And if you see I am able to offer you some value and you can learn one or two things from me, so please consider subscribing my channel because this give me the good boost. If I see my subscriber numbers are going up, I will definitely come up with the new ideas, new way of investing, and I will share more. And because I am not doing this to make money, so far I'm very satisfied what I do, and I'm quite confident. So one day I would be financially free and like I will be okay. So the only reason is because I care about the people around me. So I think in the time of social media, it's very easy to get in touch with the people on the other side of the planet and people who are struggling because of the cost of living, because they are not earning enough, they are not able to save enough. So I am providing this platform where everybody can learn from each other. So we can support each other. If someone is a beginner, don't know where to start, how to start, we can love, or sorry, we can teach him. And so in this way, we all can grow together. Remember, not a financial advice, just sharing my honest, honest, honest thoughts. Ah, yeah. So the coming live and speaking to everybody, it's a new experience for me. So yeah, I'm still trying to get used to it. So yeah, I'm just looking if if there is any comments. So yes, and and also let me know, like, if you invest in the crypto space, if you buy Bitcoin or buy Ethereum, what is your thesis behind it? Why you think crypto is important? Because personally, I don't invest in crypto. It's not because I am bearish or I have any negative sentiment against crypto space. It's just because I don't see the use case for now. I heard that blockchain technology is going to be really big, and a lot of financial institutions are in the favor of adopting that technology. And the future for the blockchain technology, it's really going to be the good, and Ethereum is going to be the biggest beneficiary. But again, so that's what I heard, because I haven't done my deep dive. But if you in the favor of that, I would love to hear your thoughts on crypto space. But when I see the charts, the price charts for all the Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the cryptocurrencies, I don't see much of capital flowing in that. As I explained earlier, so I am a fundamental investor. So before putting my hard-earned money into a company, I research each and everything. I deep dive, I understand the business first and see how the numbers are doing, what's the growth story for the future. And the next part is valuation. I don't believe in buying expensive stock, because if already up so much, how much return it can generate for you in the future, right? So that's why I always look for the undervalued company. And third, I also see the the technical charts, because how I treat the price chart or the candle pattern of um, of a stock. So I see that I am a business owner and all the stocks are my products. And so what charts are telling me which product is selling faster, and which which product has a huge demand compared to any other product in the market. So how I see that with the help of volume. So when I see there's a particular sector or stock, the volume is increasing day by day, quarter by quarter. So that's how I see, okay, so this is the product, Apple or Nvidia or Broadcom. Okay, so it means the institutions are coming and taking the position into this particular stock. So that's my third criteria. So first is always do my diligence fundamentally. Second, see the valuations, if it's reasonable to buy now, or maybe put in the watch list for now and buy later. And the third, technicals. Technicals, I see the stock has to be uptrend. Um, so above the 200 moving average, and the volume spike. So volume spike tells me that institutions are interested in buying. At the same time, when I sell a stock, I also pay little attention to the charts. If I see institutions started selling, I also plan my exit. Second reason, if the fundamental deteriorate, I plan my exit. Third, if I need some cash to buy better stock, I sell my stocks. Otherwise, I try to keep riding the trend as long as stock has something to offer me. So yeah, so that's the secret. So basically, this is very simple. It's not hard. It's not a rocket science. So when I first started, I made a lot of mistakes. I used to listen a lot of people, and I used to follow, um, their stock tips and whatnot. But when I got burned, that's how I got a lesson. Okay, so I need to learn how to fish rather than depending on others. So that's why I believe in teaching everybody. So you all need to learn how to fish, because nobody can give you a fish on the plate. So you all have to sit down and try to understand the business. Of course, I understand, because not everybody has a luxury to spend that much time. For that, I am here to help you any way is possible. Suppose if you're a beginner and haven't started investing yet, so best way for you is to invest in the index rather than invest in a single stock. Because single stocks, of course, it can go under, company can go bankrupt, you can lose all your money. But with ETF, especially S&P 500, so the chances are just zero. You are not going to lose your money because if is there any stock, any company in those 500 companies are not performing, so the that ETF will kick out or index will kick out that company and bring another one. So that's how your capital is saved. Of course, it can be some days you will see red, other days you will see green, but in a long run, so easily you can make 10% from the S&P 500 index. So that's is proven by data, not just 10 years, 20 years data, but 100 years data. So yes, and that's how even I started. When I was a beginner, first I started. So for 6 to 7 months, so all I was buying is S&P 500 ETF, like the dollar cost, like every week, and even I was a retail investor, just like you. I'm still a retail investor, by the way, but it's just the knowledge that I got at from the stock market, which is amazing. Like if I compare myself now from my being of 3 years ago, I'm just a totally different person. Like more disciplined, more wise. Learned a lot, still learning. And yeah, so when I first started, I used to make a lot of mistakes. So yeah, and yeah, so for 6 7 months, I only bought S&P 500 ETF, and then slowly I started researching and started finding the companies on my own, and started with the small money. And sometimes I get return, sometimes I lose, but yeah. So but slowly I I plan my strategy, and I, uh, find out that okay, what works for me. Um, so for first 2 years, like I was only a fundamental investor, and fundamentally I used to analyze and see the valuation and used to buy. Doesn't matter if the stock is going down or going up. I was not paying attention to the charts. So what happened is sometimes there was a falling knife. I used to catch a lot of falling knives. Sometimes it worked out in the end. Sometimes it's not. So then I started paying attention to the charts as well. So so I believe, yeah, the charts also tell you the story, like what's going to happen in the future, what happened in the past. So the past data can help you to predict the future. So yeah, so that's how I play this game. And yeah, so again, if you simply just joined my live and you are new, so my name is Ricky. I am the peaceful investor. So this live, I do it. I share my investment thesis, my view on the stock market, future forecast, and my portfolio strategy. So if you want to follow, if you want to learn from me, so please consider subscribing this channel so you get notification when next time I post something. So going online, it's a new experience. It's hardly gonna be third or fourth live, and if you see my earlier lives, they are horrible. Don't watch it because I think I'm still improving. Even today, it's average, but this is my promise. Slowly, I will keep improving. So yeah, and as you can see, I'm sitting in my garage because there are a lot of mess around me. Um, my house is very noisy. My family, my daughter. So yeah, I can't really go live there. So this is the quietest place I could find in my home. So yeah. So again, whatever I share here, this is just my personal view about the stock market, and my this is my personal journey. Basically, I share with you all, and so not a financial advice. And I know how tough the life is. As I told you, I am from Auckland, New Zealand, which is so far from US, and we have a cost of living which is very high. If you go to the grocery market, you will see the veggies, all the grocery, all the all the food that you eat every day. So the prices are keep going up, and someone has to plan early, as early as possible to save from that inflation and find out the ways where they can grow their their earnings or wealth faster than inflation. So yeah, so love to see some comments, love to see some ideas, what people think, and so even if you get a chance to see this life after, so yeah, don't forget to share your thoughts. I would love to read your comments and the feedback so I can improve next time. And but I do say that do watch few of my shorts so you have an idea what kind of content I post, whether you are excited or you like it, and so yeah, and I will try to provide more as much as I can. I try not to spam a lot. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, still I don't see much comments. So yes, all right, everyone, that's about it. That's all I wanted to share with you all. And so yeah, hopefully I will come live and I will see you. And make sure to comment and check out my content. And if you think this can create some value in your life, please consider subscribing. So I don't follow the numbers. I don't want people just subscribe me because I am saying it. I only want people like so who really think that my content deserves, and you guys can give me a chance to prove that I am delivering good and I can deliver good. So yeah, and thank you so much. So in Auckland, New Zealand, we have a Sunday today, and tomorrow is going to be Monday. In US, I'm guessing it's still Saturday, so you got a one more day to go for your weekend, and um, but my weekend will be over tonight, and tomorrow I will start my work. By the way, for work, I'm a Zumba instructor, so I'm self-employed. So I teach like 21 classes in a week, and so I got so much free time to go through the companies and understand the business and spend as much as I can with the stock market. So that gives me the good flexibility. Well, I'm blessed, I would say. So yeah, thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. I will definitely see you next time. And today's session.